Portable TV, come watch with me. China seems to feel the need to show off that it will soon have a stealth fighter supersonic jet, which some believe could actually even the playing field with the United States military, or possibly begin to at least the process of doing so. Let's look into this. Here's RT correspondent Alex Mihailovich with the details.
From stealth fighters to stealth drones, China's building an arsenal that rivals the world's most advanced war machines in the sky. One of the latest weapons in development is the H-20, a strategic stealth bomber that will add to China's nuclear capabilities, along with submarines and ballistic missiles that are already at play. According to military sources, the stealth bomber is expected to double the country's striking range. While this is concerning to some, the fact remains that China's answer to America's B-2 stealth bomber, like the one seen here, is limited to about 5,000 miles of operational range. Some analysts believe its main utility will be as a regional weapon system unless global refueling capabilities increase. That said, with or without the bomber, China currently has the ability to do mass damage in that range with its active arsenal of intermediate-range missiles. However, what truly makes this plane astonishing is that it shows how rapidly China is catching up with its military technology to the U.S., which is commonly believed to have the most modern military in the world. The H-20 is expected to match the B-21 Raider, the next-generation U.S. stealth bomber. China has already shown that it has the right stuff technologically with its fifth-generation fighter, the J-20, which some analysts say exceeds its U.S. equivalents, the F-22 and F-35. In the past 2 decades, China transformed its military into a high-tech machine that, according to the U.S. Department of Defense, matches or exceeds U.S. capabilities in many spheres. And the People's Liberation Army Air Force is rapidly catching up to Western air forces across a broad range of capabilities and competencies. While the U.S. has been busy spending trillions of dollars on controversial wars, China has focused its efforts on building a world-class military. And the H-20 is a sign that sooner than later, it will be the U.S. playing catch-up with China, and not the other way around. For RT, I'm Alex Mihailovich.
This is the news with Rick Sanchez, and we want to tell you that we want to continue this conversation. So we've asked Michael Malouf, former Pentagon official, to stand by to talk about whether this truly is a game changer, this new addition of a stealth fighter jet to China's military. Important conversation. Stay there, because we're going to have it when we come back. So it's called the H-20, apparently a stealth bomber, a supersonic jet, that fighter jet to be exact, which apparently China is now saying that it's not true. It doesn't have anything like that. Of course, it's being circulated or reported, even pictures of it around the world. It comes to mind of the famous Shakespearean quote, "Thou doth protest too much," with China now saying that all of this is not true, fake news. Former Pentagon official Michael Malouf is good enough to join us now to engage in this conversation. Let us assume, for the sake of argument, that all of these reports are correct and that China is on the brink of developing this stealth bomber. Would it be a game changer, Michael?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And China has been working on developing its power projection for quite some time, with U.S. help, by the way. And I was at the Defense Department at the time during the Clinton administration, in which exports of high technology actually formed the basis for China to develop its stealth capabilities over Defense Department objections. I was one of the few who objected to it. And we were overridden by then Secretary Perry, who was trying to enhance business market share in China at the time for high-tech companies, including his own companies out in Stanford. So it's a horrible story, and including our telecommunications capabilities as well as our stealth capabilities. And these were special mission areas, as we call them, in which we basically gave it away to the Chinese under Clinton following the Reagan administration.
You know, I'm sitting here thinking as I'm hearing you describe this, it fits the pattern of what we've done with China over the last 20 or 30 years. We're constantly giving them stuff and then complaining that they have it, interestingly enough. But just to get to the question about whether or not this thing probably exists, China is saying, and we've just read some reports moments ago, that they are denying that they even have this thing or are developing this thing or going to unveil this stealth bomber. Your opinion?
I think it's probably it probably does exist. They're probably not ready for prime time, but they have been stealing U.S. technology and designs such as the F-35, the B-1, I'm sorry, the B-2, and consequently, I recall when Bob Gates, Secretary of Defense, was in China on a military exchange. And for the first time, the J-20, which was their stealth fighter, flew for the first time, and our intelligence community knew nothing about it. That's how serious this is.
Given they're building up and their Navy is now supersized and ours is in the area, should calmer heads prevail? Is there somebody at the Pentagon who's going to say, guys, let's look at this thing one more time, maybe from another angle? 30 seconds for your answer on this, Michael.
Well, you would hope so, but if we continue to placate, and I listened to your earlier segment on Taiwan, that will be the red line for China, and they are proceeding with their force power projection capabilities, and they have to defend their interests and their investments around the world under their Belt and Road Initiative capabilities.
Michael Malouf, as usual, good stuff.